Hi, I'm Martha Thompson from Lexington, South Carolina, part of the South Carolina delegation here at General Conference in Portland. It has been my privilege, high privilege, to serve as part of our South Carolina delegation here. I've had many years' experience at our annual conference, so I felt like I was a little prepared as I came to Portland. But nothing really prepares you for what happens. Day to day, we've got an agenda, but we never know because of the 894 people with petitions and comments and amendments as to what actually is going on. I was assigned to Global Ministries Legislative Committee. We had 69 members to look at 57 petitions, and I was elected as the secretary. And they had nominated a man, a gentleman, to be secretary, and he withdrew because he felt as though we needed a woman representation. And so you could see that we were wanting to have a diverse committee representing them, and that was really kind of a touching moment for me. Our two legislative sub-chairs were terrific. And we began to have a sense of community. These were people from all over the world coming together with a real sense of community to do a job that had been given to us. And I feel as though we did it quite well. Not knowing what that meant, I thought it was a matter of taking minutes, but indeed it was tracking the amendments, checking them off, being sure that we had all the votes correct, all the amendments and additions correct as I presented them back to the committee for vote, and then it went on to the DCA for proofing. So it was a little more difficult than what I thought, and there were some amendments, petitions that we did not get to simply because we ran out of time. But we had great leadership in that, and that was a real opportunity to see how the church works. We looked at petitions that dealt with the disrupt of life in the Palestine-Israeli area. I'm presenting one today to the body on the terrorist acts of ISIS that we are calling ISIL. This is really a very simple petition. It was on the consent calendar and it was brought off the consent calendar because of some mistakes the DCA made, the Daily Christian Advocate. It just purely says that part of our book of resolutions supports petitions that are against areas of terrorist acts, and certainly we read and know of all the terrorist acts in Iraq through ISIS, or what we're referring to as ISIL. And those things are just, they need to stop. We dealt with Korean ministry, Asian Pacific ministries, Latin, Hispanic and Latino ministries. So we had a real global agenda, umbrella that a lot of things felt under. It felt good to be able to do that. I did vote because I was a member of the Legislative Committee, and so I felt like I did make a good contribution. Overall, it has been a wonderful experience. Not only do you meet people from all over the world, but just at our table, we have two from the Philippines. So it's not just in your legislative committee, but it's walking down the hall, coming out of your elevator, to be embraced by so many people all over the world. It's been a wonderful opportunity and a great experience.